got blood on my hands right now, and I'm stumbling through the dark in the dawn. I have found new ways, but no, I can't be the one that you need.
Hey guys, it's Yaya and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a foaming pumpkin spice sugar scrub. I'll be utilizing the foaming bath butter in my previous video in this DIY. If you'd like to know how I made that, you can click the link up above and I'll show you exactly how I made the foaming bath butter base. This base is what's going to give this DIY that foaming, creamy goodness that you will like in your sugar scrub. So let's jump right in. I'm going to be using some dried flowers or herbs. You can use whichever flowers or herbs you would like. I'm using lily flower and I'm also using calendula, or you can also call it marigold. When I ordered this it said marigold, but it's the same thing, so you can definitely use either one. And I'm just basically peeling off the petals of this flower and I'll be putting it into my mortar and pestle. And I'm just going to crush this and grind it up as finely as I can. What you'll also see is that I'm going to add just a little bit of glycerin in order to help hydrate the dried flowers. Now, you can definitely just use the dried flowers as is in your sugar scrub, but I wanted to kind of extract a little bit of the color and a little bit of the essence and benefits of these flowers into my sugar scrub. So this is why I added just a little bit of the glycerin to help hydrate it. I suppose it would be okay to add just a little bit of water to rehydrate them if you like, but I didn't want to fully rehydrate the flour. And also we will be adding the sugar to this mixture in a little bit and grinding it and mixing it together as well. So you know, sugar dissolves in water, so I just wanted to be very careful of that because I didn't want to fully hydrate my flowers until they were actually in the bath, and I didn't want my sugar to dissolve. But if you do use water, just make sure you use just a tiny bit, and then also if you feel like the sugar is dissolving, just add more sugar. This is why I'm using just a small portion of sugar. I've already measured out all the sugar I'm going to use for this DIY, but I'm only using a little bit here just to grind up the herbs and really get the mixture concentrated. And then the rest of the sugar I'm going to add my other ingredients just to make sure that everything is extremely blended and nothing is going to be dissolved or too hydrated. Don't be afraid to really get in there and grind this up, you guys. It does take a minute for the flowers to kind of hydrate slightly with the glycerin, but you just want to keep going at it. This will probably take a little while just to really get it to grind up, but once you start seeing that beautiful color come through, then you know it's working. You can further grind this to get even more color out of it if you like, but honestly I'm fine with this just the way it is, because we're going to be adding another colorant to this mixture. All right, and then I also wanted to have some of the flower pieces still in my sugar scrub because I just thought it was aesthetically beautiful. Okay, you can use this as a sugar scrub. This right here, just add your preservative and a little fragrance. Actually smells so beautiful on its own. The herbs from the lily and the marigold smell beautiful on its own. But if you're extra like me and you would like to make this a creamy foaming sugar scrub, then keep watching. So now I'm going to take the rest of my measured out sugar and I'm going to add my other ingredients. This will be where I add the pumpkin part of this sugar scrub. I'm using pumpkin seed oil. Even though I'm going to be mixing all these ingredients together, I did want to show you guys just the effect of different oils. Certain oils can give your product a certain color, so you want to be careful of that when you're formulating. If you're making a lotion or something like that, certain essential oils or even carrier oils can alter the color of your final product. So you know, just at your own discretion which oils you use, just keep that in mind. I chose pumpkin because pumpkin is really good at moisturizing and soothing the skin. It can help treat acne, reduce allergic reactions, especially if you have rashes or redness. It can increase the firmness of your skin as well, giving you that beautiful glow. It can be used as an anti-aging oil or serum on its own. It's high in vitamin C, so it's going to help regenerate the skin cells. Pumpkin seed oil hydrates the skin and is filled with fruit enzymes that naturally exfoliate dead skin cells away. And it just has amazing benefits. So I wanted to utilize the oil and also the extract. Now, the extract is water based, so you want to be careful of that when you're using your sugar, because like I said, sugar can dissolve in water. But I used just a little bit of that extract because I really wanted to jam pack as much of the benefits of pumpkin into the sugar scrub as I could. Next, I'm adding my fragrance oil. Like I said, the lily and the marigold have beautiful scents on their own, but it's very, very light. So if you're okay with that, then you don't have to add any extra. I'm adding just a few fragrance and essential oils just to give that spiciness to the pumpkin, that spicy smell. The white lily and ginger, oh my god, it smells beautiful. And then the nutmeg also gives a beautiful spicy smell. And the kasha gives you this beautiful cinnamon spice smell. All together is absolutely beautiful. And those undernotes of the calendula and marigold, just beautiful, you guys, so beautiful. Now I'm going to blend all these wonderful notes together just by mixing the two mixtures. And this is what I'm going to add to my already made foaming bath butter base to make it a foaming sugar scrub. To make this easier, you can purchase an already made bath butter wet base, or if you'd like to make it on your own, then you can just click the link above, so it'll show you how I made mine, or you can look online and there's other ways to make it as well. So this is still fluffy and beautiful from when I made it earlier, but I'm just gonna whip it up a little bit more just to make it even fluffier, and then I'm just gonna add the sugar portion to this mixture. You can easily just dump all the sugar in there and mix it in. I just put a little bit at a time just to make sure it is that I did want to use that amount. And I believe I used 50% of this formulation was the sugar, and I think that turned out to be just perfect. It was just enough to keep the creaminess of this sugar scrub and then also have that beautiful exfoliation that I want when using the scrub. So it was just right. If there was anything I would like to caution you on, because really this formula is super easy and you don't really have to be too technical about it, but if there's anything I would want to caution you on, it'd be to not add too many oils. If you add too many oils, it's going to take away from the sud and the bubbles and the foam that you get from the foaming bath butter, so be very careful of that. Too many oils will definitely decrease the foam that you'll get. Also, another thing to be cautious of is when you're mixing up your sugar, be careful of adding water. Like I said, sugar dissolves in water, so if you add too much water to your formulation, yeah, all your sugar is going to dissolve and you're not going to have any exfoliation. All right, so now I'm just adding my preservative. Yes, I'm adding preservative, even though my foamy bath base already has a preservative. I've added extra ingredients like sugar and herbs that were hydrated with glycerin. All of these things are added to a completely new formulation. I've seen where people used preserved aloe vera and maybe a whipped body butter and felt like the body butter was safe to use, but this simply is not true. Just because one ingredient is preserved doesn't mean your whole new formulation is preserved, okay? So be very careful of that, you guys. But that's a topic for another video. Let's move on. I'm taking half of this mixture and I'm gonna color it, you guys. I'm just being extra. At this point, you can really stop and you have a beautiful sugar scrub, okay? But I'm being a little extra, and I also had a lot of you guys ask me about the colorant I used in the previous video. I got it from Micas, and these are neon colors. They are not to be utilized in any other cosmetic body care type anything, not hair, not shampoo, nothing. It's only qualified or certified to be used in soaps, things that will be washed off of your body. I also wouldn't recommend it for your face. Now, this sugar scrub that I made, I think is beautiful and can work beautiful for your face. But if you decide to use a mica, is specifically the neon mica, then no, do not use it for your face. But if you use a different type of mica or a different type of colorant that is face safe, then you're fine with that. Just be very careful with colorants, you guys, and make sure you're following the instructions and in knowing which ones can be used where and which part of your body, okay? So there was no specific color that I was going for here, you guys. I was just coloring it to kind of give contrast to the other half, which I was going to leave that white color, that ivory color. So that's all I was doing here, and I really love using micas, you guys. They're just so beautiful. This is a synthetic mica. I know you guys had a lot of concerns about using the natural mined mica because of child labor issues that they had going on with that, and I had no idea, like I said in my previous video. So I had been really looking into synthetic micas, and that's how I found the neon micas, which I thought were absolutely beautiful. It still has its pros and cons, so just do your research to find out which ones work best for you. So if you'd like to know how I piped this up, you can check out my previous video, and that'll show you exactly how I did this process, even though it was kind of pointless because, you guys, I'm not talented in everything, and when it comes to swirling, I suck. I really cannot, for the life of me, make my swirl design beautiful. For some reason, I just can't do it. I think it has a lot to do also with the tip that I'm using is just too small, I believe. I think I need a fatter, wider one to really get the look that I'm looking for. But like I said, I'm not a cake decorator. I don't have that just laying around my house, okay? So I would have to actually do the research and find one. But in the end, I just end up just leaving it regular for the 4 ounce that I filled up. This batch that I made was enough to do a little bit over an 8 ounce jar, and then also the full 4 ounce jar. And just to decorate it, I just put a little bit of the calendula on top. I just thought that was very beautiful, and I think later on I did add just a little bit of glitter too, just to make it really, really pretty, and I just loved it. I love it. What do you guys think? It's so beautiful, fluffy and soft, you guys, and it stays this way. It stays so beautiful and fluffy. Alright, so I wanted to give you guys a closer look at the actual texture of this foamy, creamy sugar scrub. It is so fluffy and beautiful, you guys. Look at that. Just amazing. It feels so creamy. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that and apply it on my skin just to show you guys how you can exfoliate. So I'm just going to rub this in and massage it onto my skin, and show you initially just how beautiful and thick and creamy it is. When you initially add water to it, you're going to get this really beautiful creamy lather, and then of course the more vigorous you are with rubbing it in and adding more water, you're going to get these big, huge, fluffy bubbles. And it's just so beautiful, you guys. You can use it in many different ways, to exfoliate or to just cleanse as well, okay? So if you also want to use a washing cloth or something to get even more foam and lather, you can also do that. And this is where I show you how the flower becomes hydrated once you use it actually in the bath. And as it soaks up that water, it's just going to become super soft and release even more of its benefits and the beautiful scent that it has. So it's really beautiful, you guys. I really love how this turned out, and it's a lot of beautiful foaminess. Beautiful, beautiful. You can even see it left in the bowl here. So yeah, it definitely works, and I hope you guys give it a try. I really hope you enjoyed this DIY, and if you would like to give it a try, the full list of ingredients and measurements are down in the description box below. If you have any requests, please leave them down in the comment section. Any questions or concern, leave them down in the comment section. I will do my best to answer them as much as I can, okay? I can't get to every answer, but I will do my best. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and all that good stuff. Hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell, because it's the only way you can keep up with all the videos that I'm coming out with. And I have some major stuff coming out for you guys. A really huge announcement is coming up, so definitely stay tuned, okay? So yeah, that's it for the pumpkin spice sugar scrub. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.
I got blood on my hands right now, and I'm stumbling through the